GellyJones here, back with another video. Today is a brand new Animal Jam skit, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. Hello everybody, and welcome to the first episode of Monsters of Animal Jam. As you walk through Jama Township, you may think that you're safe, but in reality, it's a lie. There are more things that go bump in the night in our world than you may imagine, and I'm here to expose them to the light. So grab your blankies and any other sources of comfort because you're in for a scare. Let's begin. Trading can be a bother, we all know that, but some of the particularly rude traders are not what they seem. In a recent biological study, we have proven that more than 2/5 of all rage and angry traders are secretly monsters in disguise. These particular breeds of monsters are called takers, characterized by their greedy attitude and manipulative words. The taker, at first sight, looks like an unassuming and regular young jammer, oftentimes disguised as a non-member animal. A taker can either have oddly good items on trade, or promise you that if you trade them good items, they will gift you something in return. Do not trust this, for this is their source of power. When a trade monster is successfully traded, its true form emerges, and the disguise breaks. A trader without its disguise is often 10 feet tall and is very slimy. Once undisguised, the trader will attempt to either steal everything you have, or will cast a sleeping spell so it can run away. So look out for any suspicious activity, especially in places known of high and prestigious trading. You never know when a trade monster is secretly lurking about. The next Jama monster we have is simply called the Shadow. Its name is accurate to the creature. The shadow is almost never seen, and if you do see it, it's too late. The shadow feeds off of anger, and has quite a few ways of provoking it. Some signs of a shadow being near include spammed trade attempts, your inbox being filled with spam messages, or your wall being covered in confusing messages. A shadow will also hop in and out of your den. If more than 2 of these signs start to occur, try your best not to become irritated. The energy of your anger and irritation strengthens the shadow until it is strong enough to attack. You may hear rustling behind you. Leave the area immediately, as a shadow may be near. However, shadows do not like large groups of people, so be sure to head to a township or somewhere with lots of light. If you're in an empty room in a dark place, be sure to turn off those jamograms and lock your den. This will prevent shadows from trying to attack you, because if one does, well, it would just be too late. Our next monster is the Arctic Banshee, and is known to be one of the oldest Animal Jam monsters yet. Arctic Banshees are very common, especially in colder climates. Arctic Banshees can come in either fox or wolf form and are characterized by their light-colored fur and white eyes. These monsters will sit in a corner, often turned to the side to gain some sympathy. If you suspect that an animal is an Arctic Banshee, try not to get within 15 to 20 feet of them. They will not attack until you get close, but in close range they are very dangerous. Within 20 feet, the monster will have enough power over you with its voice. Using its power of hypnosis, it will lure unsuspecting jammers onto paths that have not been taken for some time, or to lands that jammer is not familiar with. The jammer will feel compelled to follow the Banshee, and will crash through woods, through desert, and off any road that they can to follow the voice. Arctic Banshees love to get people lost, or worse, hurt. Most Arctic Banshees are powerful enough to send you stumbling over an icy ledge into the precipice below. You have no idea how many times I've woken up with no memory of how I got down in a ravine. It's not fun, and it can be prevented. If you remember in time, simply place your paws or flippers over your ears, or sing loud enough to match their tone. This will equalize the effect of their enchanting voices, and hopefully you can make a quick escape. Our next monster is not an animal, but is, in fact, a plant. As harmless as this may sound, it is one of the most dangerous monsters we have discussed yet. The Hypnosis Flower, better known as a reef creeper, is a very dangerous monster native to the crystal sands. It starts out as a tiny seed hidden within the sand. If stepped on by an animal, it will inject itself into the animal's foot. It's smaller than a splinter, and oftentimes the animal feels nothing. Over time, the flower germinates, and within 4 to 6 months, is powerful enough to begin its evil plan. The roots of the flower attack the brain of the animal, inducing a zombie-like state where the plant now has full control of the animal's mind. Symptoms of an infected jammer include yellow or white clouded eyes, poorly cared for fur and hygiene, and plant growth along the skin of the animal. Be forewarned though, for the plant growth can often disguise itself as accessories on the animal. If you see a jammer who seems to be wearing only nature items, take a closer look. You may see that their clothing is in fact growing out of their skin. You may ask why the hypnosis flower does this. Well, it's quite simple. The flowers can grow either from a spore or a seed, and because of this, they use the shell of the animal as a disguise to get their way into a much larger group of animals. Then, they release the spore into the crowd, infecting dozens. Thankfully, the hypnosis flower is rare and quickly dying out. Soon Jamal will be rid of one more monster. I hope that you've learned something from today's broadcast, as Jamal is much more dangerous than it seems. Phantoms aren't the only threat that we face. Thank you for tuning into Monsters of Animal Jam. I will see you all in the next broadcast. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. This was a pilot episode of a series I'd love to do. It's a little bit creepier than the stuff I normally like to do, but I think it could be really interesting. Leave a like down below if you liked this video and to show your support. And tell me in the comments if you want this to become a regular series. Again, thank you so much for watching. And if you want to see more stuff like this, hey, why not subscribe? As always, jammers, stay safe and jam on. Jones out.